Hey y'all, I'm Chris, and this is It Worth It, y'all? And today we are not in the kitchen, we're in the basement. We are gonna go through what Greg and I like to call our vacation toolkit. We like to rent houses via VRBO, Airbnb, whatever platform you like to use. And we like to make sure that we can cook what we want to cook, because we're those people that like to bring our own food with us and cook dinner and have lunch and whatnot. Not eating out. Eating out is just not our thing anymore. So we have developed a system to make sure that when we show up to that property and we don't know what's in there, we can still do what we want to do and we're taken care of. So I hope this is helpful. Stick around and we're going to go through our vacation toolkit. Now, before we get started real quick, we use a storage bag on the roof of Greg's car. Greg has a Chevy Equinox, and so we have one of those bags. I'll show you what it looks like, and I'll put a link in the description. It wasn't very expensive, relatively speaking, and it allows all of this stuff to be out of the vehicle, so we can put our luggage, the cooler, and ourselves in the vehicle without feeling like a little sardine where you're shoved in there with all of your stuff. So that roof rack system, or the bag system, helps tremendously. Now, if you have one of those systems, these are the 4 boxes that fit in that system, nose to tail. And if you've ever seen one driving down the road, it looks like a squashed mess. This prevents that. So, and then 3 of these 4 boxes end up down the middle to make sure that that's nice, tight, and secure. So before we unpack each box, I want to go through here. This first box, is everything that has to do with eating and drinking. Forks, knives, spoons, plates, bowls, cups, paper towels, heat 'em ups, containers, Ziplocs for storage, containers for storage, napkins. And then we've got some koozies down there in case we want a soda or something. This is our kitchen box. This is everything that we need to prepare our meals. And as you can see, we revolve around an Instant Pot. And so these are just all the serving utensils, hot pans, our coffee press. And we did add one thing. We bought a electric kettle, and this thing has been a game changer, so we're bringing that with us. Now, the other 2 totes are completely empty. And they stay empty because this is our pantry. So all the food that we want to bring with us goes in these 2. Now we're going to move to the little boxes. Our first little box is our cleaning box. This is anything and everything you need to do dishes, clean up a spill, wipe down counters, clean the bathroom. I go with one cleaner, which is a multi-purpose cleaner. You do not have to have a bathroom cleaner. You do not have to have all the cleaners for all the places just because it said you had to have it. You don't have to have a floor cleaner. You just need one cleaner, something to clean up with, dish soap. I've got Clorox wipes, scrubbies, there's a sponge under there, and trash bags. This is our junk drawer. Yeah, we even have a junk drawer on the road. So this is just all the miscellaneous stuff that we have that we think last minute, oh, that's good. We'll go through that as well. And then this is our bathroom kit. This is all things wet wipes, toilet paper, poopery, Kleenex, and then I like to keep our laundry soap in here. And then this last empty box, this is the box that we use when you're walking out the door and you're like, oh no, I need to, like all the stuff you use in the morning, like my hairbrush, a thing of deodorant if you forgot to put it in your toiletry bag. Oh yeah, what about, oh, I forgot this. Oh, this charger. I usually leave my watch charger. Oh, I forgot a hair, just all that. That's that bucket. That is the, oh no, I forgot, we're walking out the door bucket. And then that goes either in the car or on top as well. So yeah, you got to think, okay, how am I going to store all this stuff and not end up with everything sitting on my lap? So let's go through. These buckets, the little small buckets are pretty self-explanatory, but I kind of want to go through the kitchen bucket because I want you to see how easy it is to cook your own food when you're out and about. I like to think that we have perfected this because we've done this enough now that it's pretty close to perfection. My hair's falling, y'all. Because we've done this a couple times, I think we've nailed it. So some of this stuff might think, okay, Chris, come on, this is trivial. I'm telling you, if you cook like I do and you want to travel and you want to eat well and save money, this is it. So I'll make a PDF of this or put a list so you can copy and paste it or whatever. So a trivet. I know it sounds trivial, right? But we don't want to mess up people's furniture. Can opener, and get a good one. Because you never know. That's like one thing that I guess people, I don't know, they like them and they take them. Dish towels. I find that when we rent places, they have like one. And I go through dish towels like they're water. Okay, so I usually at least bring 3. And then I have paper towels and the microfibers over here in case I need them. Knives. Bring cutlery knives. Not just knives that you cut steak with, which we just use our paring knife and we share. A good sturdy spatula. This little guy right here I got when Joann's was going out of business. I think they sell these, but this thing, look at that. Look how tiny it is. This is a stackable bowl system. So it's a bowl, a colander, a wire mesh sieve, a smaller bowl with a pour spout, 4 measuring cups, cup, half cup, quarter cup. I don't know what this one is. What is this one? Oh yeah, cup. Oh, is there a 3/4? Oh, that's cool. Let's see, cup, half. My goodness, oh, third. It's got a 3rd cup. So, measuring cups. And then I went to IKEA. Obviously, we haven't opened these yet. But I went to IKEA and got the stackable measuring spoons. 1/4 teaspoon, half teaspoon, teaspoon, tablespoon. So, we haven't used these yet. But this was so compact. I loved it. So, it can just like shove in here. And then, so this is your bowl system. So if you can find something similar to that, that's amazing. Bottle opener. And this is a can opener, a bottle opener for just like soda pop that's got a bottle opener, and a wine bottle opener as well. And I like this kind, the metal ones. Don't get the plastic ones because if you have man hands like I do, you'll break it. A shot glass. This is good for all kinds of stuff. If you need just ounces, little tiny ounces or little measurements, tablespoon, teaspoons of liquids, this is great. Get the Anchor Hocking one at Walmart with the measurements on it. This is just good to have all around. This is our coffee maker. It's a French press. If you've never used a French press before, you are so missing out. Coffee goes in, water goes in, stir it up, let it steep. When it's time to serve, all your grounds go to the bottom. This thing is amazing. Get a good one. I'll link this one in the description. I love this one. It's double walled, so it doesn't heat up on the outside. We use this. I had to pull this out of our camping gear because this is what we use when we go camping. Another thing that we use when we go camping, this is called the plank. This is a folding cutting board. So this is a cutting board. I know you can get the ones that roll up, but I like this guy because he's sturdy. And it folds up to nothing. This is by Seth McGinn's. I have both of their can cookers, and I'll link that information below as well. If you've never had a can cooker, a can cooker can be used, sometimes we bring it in here if we know we're going to do outside cooking. A can cooker can be used over fire, or on the stove, you name it. So we always bring this guy. I like this guy. Or we have our little bitty Pampered Chef board, but I like this one better. This is just the lid to the Instant Pot. A scraper for cleaning pots and pans. And then we get into, I'll do all the utensils first, and then we'll look at what we bring on the Instant Pot. Bring a pot holder. Places that we rent do not have pot holders. I don't know what that is, but they don't. Here's the rest of our knives. And you'll notice that I buy the knives that have the sheet on them. So, excuse me. I like these because then I can just toss them in the thing and I'm not worried about them cutting something or dulling the edge. This one knife right here, the paring knife, this is what we use to cut steak and whatnot as well. So if we're having steak that night or something that needs to be cut, Greg and I just share. Big whoop. Do you want to pack 2 or 3 of these? Go for it. Obviously, there's plenty of room in here. This is not full, but I don't need it full. I bring a jar opener because usually we end up packing jars. So I have a jar opener that I pack with our kit. Then we're pretty basic on the utensils. We don't pack a lot, but we pack enough. I showed you that we do the spatula, and then I just have like a plethora of, you know, when you go through your utensils, or like if you buy one of those big kits and you're like, I use 3 of the things in the kits. Well, that's what we did. Then we just allocated this to our permanent box. So we have a couple of our catering throwaway serving spoons that we use. And then we switched over to those the spattles and all the new wood tools, which I love and will never go back. So these are the old tools that I had, and instead of donating them, I just moved them to our permanent bucket. So a couple 3 wooden spatulas, one with slots, slotted spoon, that's for stirring tea, and then I have 2 sets of tongs. Tongs are your friend. Then I have these huge ones. I use these whenever I worked in a kitchen a long time ago. And these are heat resistant, and you can use these straight in a pan. I like these for the Instant Pot because the handles are really long and they get all the way down into the bottom of the Instant Pot. So that's why we have these in there. Okay, Instant Pot. You know what an Instant Pot looks like. I'm not going to drag it out. You just, whichever one you have. This is just the one we have that I use on the regular. When it's time to go somewhere, I pull it out of the kitchen. I put it in this is the first thing I pack, and then I start packing everything around it. This is the game changer. We bought the replacement. We have the stainless steel one, but this is the non-stick one. We take the non-stick bowl with us. We purchased the coordinating plastic lid, so whenever it's time to put food away and you have too much that won't fit in your little bitty to-go containers, just put this in the refrigerator. It's got a lid. So this thing, yeah, I definitely encourage you to get a silicone lid for whatever size Instant Pot or whatever pressure cooker you have. The items inside here, outside of the non-stick bowl, the things that we use the steamer basket. We use the tray on the bottom this has the little feet with the little handles so you can pull it up like this, because we use things like this. This is really the only silicone thing that we use. Like, you know how they have online, and I'll put a link. They have the kits that you can buy. This is really the only thing we use. Guess what we make in them? Egg bites, or lasagna bites, or meatloaf bites. This is what we use when we're on the road to make something that we want to maybe put in the car that we can just eat. Like, I don't mind eating cold meatloaf or cold egg bites. But this is what we make while we're on the road so we can replenish our supplies and snacks, or if we need to hurry up and get up and run and don't have time to do a sit-down breakfast. We make these the night before, leave them in here. It's got a lid. Put the lid on it, put it in the refrigerator, and this is what we put in our little car cooler that we take with us when we're driving. Okay, that's the kitchen. It's not a lot, but it's literally everything you need. Like, this is all you need to cook. Now, what you want to eat off of are subjective. Drink out of. We've got our coffee cups in there. We've got our glasses in there. I bought a set of, like, what are they called? The plastic plates. My only recommendation for you guys, when you're buying like your plastic plates, hold on, I'll go get one. So these are the plates that we bought. if you probably noticed, these were from Sam's Club. They're great. They're I don't know what, they're hard, but they're not glass. They're not ceramic. My only advice to you is when you get these, read everything on the box. Oh yeah, they're dishwasher safe. They are not microwave safe. And Greg microwaved one of these and it destroyed it. Actually, I think it's this one. It's not bad, but it definitely cracked whatever material this is. It cracked it. So, and it says on the bottom of the plate, I just can't read any of that. But we like these plates because they're durable and they're light. However, they are not microwave safe. Make sure you use something else that you have. We bring, if it's not liquid, we bring nacho boats with us to heat up our stuff and then transfer it into one of these. But just make sure if you buy plates like this, make sure they're microwave safe before you put them in the microwave. Don't do like we did. So, okay. I think that's it. If I have skipped over something, went too fast, missed something, or if you think of anything that needs to be added to this list, please comment below. We have, like I said, we've been traveling enough now that we feel like we've got this system worked out to where it's real easy. It's just like pop it all in, roll. So we think we got it covered, and we've minimized it way down from the first time that we did this, because the first time we did this we packed way too much. So anyway, I think we've got this toolkit situation pretty much under control. So I hope that was helpful. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Please leave a comment below with questions or suggestions, and I'll get you that PDF. And until we see you on the next video, bye y'all.